you guys some things that you can do to accentuate or raise up the level of the effectiveness of your TRX exercises. Obviously, we know that TRX suspension training is a great tool to use in terms of getting things accomplished from an exercise perspective, like gaining muscle or getting ripped, like, you know, getting sliced and diced like Bruce Lee. Obviously, it can do those sort of things. If you want to add muscle, it can do those sort of things. You got to know how. But I think some people may be selling short what they're doing in the straps. And one of the things I want to talk about is time under tension, or getting into a position where you're not actually getting the most benefit out of the actual movement in the TRX. So I'm going to take something like a chest press right now. And I'm going to do a chest press. And I'm going to go here, and I'm going to fall, and I'm going to come back. Right? So this chest press is great. And I can do, 15, 20 of them. No problem, right? So since I can do 15 or 20 of them, what am I gonna do? I want to build some muscle, so I'm gonna back it up, right? And then I'll do that same thing. And I'll do 10, right? But what if I told you you could increase the effectiveness of that without backing it up, right? Without making it harder from a perspective of movement, or change it to the next hardest version, next version up, right? You can stay in that same position and say, hey, I want to go a little bit slower, control the motion, abs turn on, much more demanding on my upper body. Triceps are working now, shoulders are working. Whew. And all of a sudden, 15 becomes a rep range that who knows if I'm getting to. I'll do the same thing with toes in. So, and we're just gonna kind of look at the oblique crunch, right? So I'm gonna go toes in. I'm gonna go oblique crunch, and what you'll see, and what you may be doing, is and I can do 1,000,000 of those, right? But if I get into that same position, lift those hips, come back, reset, same thing, other side. All of a sudden, the demand for each crunch goes up. I don't know how many fold, 17,250 fold. But now I can actually increase the effectiveness of every single repetition. I can probably decrease the volume or the time for my workout, because it's going to take me a lot less time to get tired from my exercises if I actually just pay attention and slow down and control every aspect of the movement. So I'm not letting gravity or momentum create the motion up or down, right? So a lot of times you go in that chest press and you kind of just fall, right? It's a controlled fall and a controlled press away, right? And you'll see people do that even on rollouts. They'll fall and come back. And that's where you start to increase the risk and start to decrease the results. So here, shoulders down and back. Pay attention to how I roll that out. I get the appropriate challenge. And the amount of reps I need to do for a stimulus goes way down. So you may not be getting what you can get out of the straps if you pay attention just a little bit more.